I was working at MGH on looking at how neurotransmitters activated cells, and we were studying signaling pathways, and we had really very few tools to study protein phosphorylation. And I recognized at that time that there were some new reagents that were being produced, these phosphoantibodies, that allowed you to look at specific sites.
CST started in 1999 when Dr. Combe, at his lab at Mass General, there were some new technologies that were coming out to come out with phosphoantibodies.
This new class of tools that looked at protein modifications allowed people to go and look in detail for the first time at specific sites and how protein activities get turned on and off in those pathways.
And he thought that he could make these antibodies better and increase the availability of these scientific tools.
Just to produce reagents that were very well characterized and worked as scientists needed.
The intent was not necessarily to start a company of his own, but he found that over the first couple of years of making these phosphoantibodies, that they were really revolutionary to the science at the time. With our initial success at CST, we were able to move into our own space, and shortly after acquire several new buildings to house the hundreds of scientists that we now employ that help expand our portfolio to make sure that we have reagents available for multiple disciplines in multiple areas of scientific research.
Spent a lot of time encouraging kind of innovation in the company and trying to develop better ways of making antibodies, and we made a lot of investment in that.
Cell signaling is always looking for new technologies to make better, stronger, more specific antibodies for our customers.
We invented here some really important new antibody technologies, and I think to me those were really big milestones. And we were able to build technologies that allowed us to discover many, many new sites. We built out these motif antibodies and the phosphoscan or PTM scan technologies using mass spec allowed us to survey whole new disease states.
We've been awarded many patents. One that we're most proud of is in 2013, we were awarded a patent critical to lung cancer therapy.
Probably one of the most rewarding things I've done is to actually see some of those discoveries that we made converted into medicines that are now saving people's lives and giving them extra years of life.
We started growing worldwide, and we added subsidiaries in Japan, China, and in Europe to make sure that our customers felt supported worldwide. Here at CST, we're really proud of being a successful company, and part of our success is making sure that we give back to our community. And we started a corporate social responsibility program where we reach out into our community on an environmental, an education and science, and a community level. This helps enrich our employees' experience here at CST as well by engaging our employees to making sure that they feel connected not only to the science here at CST, but to our community.
I would hope that who's ever sitting here is trying to build the next generation of tools to nurture young scientists and to give them the opportunity to make important new discoveries, and to continue to push forward the frontiers of our knowledge. I think that's the big mission, really, and is to support the research community and allow it to, and enable it to, and empower it to make new discoveries.